W. Bush here in East Memphis. Here's reporting. CNN, our report on Memphis. Nicholas Produce reporting. CNN, our report.
Walk through. I'm going to point out some of the symmetry in this old house. But let's go back first of all. Memphis was laid out as a city in 1817. And at that time, this was a very rough river town. To live here, if you were a female, you had to be tough. And it is, though, a good location. The Chickasaw Indians knew the best real estate. This is on one of the 7 Chickasaw bluffs. So it's elevated enough away from flooding. But it is one of the Chickasaw bluffs. As time went on, people realized this is a good location. You're not up north where it's so cold. You're not down in New Orleans where the humidity and the flooding is much worse. You're just in the middle. So it is quite a nice climate, except for this summer. This summer was pretty awful. It can be very warm here. But anyway, people started to move in to the city because they knew they could ship goods up and down the river. Great transportation in this area. When this area was built up, so this was the country, that was a dirt road out there. This was not the city of Memphis, so this was the country. So when this house was built in 1871, Mr. Woodruff over here on the right decided he wanted to live on this street. It was called Millionaire's Row, because at that time, a lot of wealthy people built their homes here. And to build a house, it had to be a mansion. So this is one of the, well, there were 32. This is one of the 3 that's left. The Mallory Neely, which is on the other side of House Beautiful, the little small white house, is being worked on. They got scaffolding up, so they're restoring that home. It had a lot of damage, so that one's being worked on. And then there's a Pillow McIntyre on the corner over here that's now a law office. Those are the only 3 left, which is very sad, but at least we have this and the history to share about what it was like back in that era of 1870 or the Victorian era. Now, Mr. Woodruff was a carriage maker, very successful, very, very wealthy. He had 4 children, but only 3 lived in the house. But if you notice the fan light at the top, the stained glass piece, there are 4 eggs in that nest representing his 4 children. One of the children that lived in the house, though, was a married daughter, and she and her husband shared the upper 2nd floor. When this house was built, Mr. Woodruff wanted to show off how wealthy he was. So notice these door frames, beautifully carved. It's actually machine carved. That was a sign of wealth. It was during the Industrial Revolution. It cost more to have machine carved than hand carved. Yep. What about that? Yeah, that was the Industrial Revolution. So machinery was brand new. There was a new hot thing.